Welcome back to my channel. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna be kind of low-key tonight. I'm gonna do my very first plan with me. I have tried to do this once, but I hated it so much because it was all over the place, because I was so nervous. I had to take it down. It was embarrassing. And like 50 people watched it. I was like, within the minute I had it up, and I was like, no. It's a good thing, but scary thing at the same time. I was like, oh, people don't need to see that. So I'm going to try again. I have simplified my planning very much so, and I wanted to share that with you. So let's get started. Okay. Those of you that follow me often know which binder this is and know what system I use. Those of you that do not, hey, I'm Kitty. What's up? My name's Kitty Valentine, known as Kitty Mermaid here on YouTube, and I'm just a planner chick that's on a journey to search for productivity and function, trying to get through my life without too much anxiety and stress. So, let's get started. I will be using, obviously, my planner. I'll be using my pen pouch with my pens and highlighters and my color code, and I will be using possibly the Carpe Diem stickers. Now we're gonna do my daily planning for tomorrow. I have a weekly layout in my Hobonichi, but surprisingly I no longer use a weekly at this very moment. I have found I don't really need it. So here it is, and here we go. Let's get started. So I'm gonna go on to my I'm gonna go to my monthly first and check to make sure, see what's going on. Now tomorrow's Sunday, so there's probably not much on for the, day. Like, there's nothing here. So I'll go on to my daily. This is today. This is tomorrow. It's my fairy theme. A lot of time on Sundays I'll set up for my next week, for the next couple of days. I don't need to do that. Okay. So this is a Franklin Covey layout, day on 2 page. Can y'all see okay? Let's bring it out just a smidgen. How's that? That better? Okay. All right. I'm so excited. You're gonna see a little ghosting from my stamp of my girl there. As you see, I'm not using a girl this week. Tomorrow. Sundays are really low-key days. They're more about getting ready for the week. Now, usually my process is to brain dump what's going on tomorrow on a piece of paper, usually a small piece or notepad to put here. Now, considering I kind of know what's going on in my head, and there's not a lot, I don't need to, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I'm going to use this notepad here, and I'm just going to use my Papermate Ink Joy 0.5 in this kind of steel blue color. Now this comes out, and I can go back to my section. All right, tomorrow I will be filming a video in the morning. It's gonna be a bag collection because I'm about to get rid or sell all my bags because I want to kind of minimize like the rest of my life. So Either that or Facebook. I need to do a live video plan with me. Okay, so that is social media. Okay, then for home, and I usually my brain works in categories. So this is kind of how it works: social media, home, and work. Home, work, and personal. Home, I need to do my normal clean kitchen, which is broken down into even more tasks, but we're not going to worry about that. Well, I guess I might as well show you what it is. I do dishes daily. These are reoccurring dishes. And laundry, I do it daily, but you know, I have to that's exactly what I'm doing, is to keep up with it. Counters and floors. And then bathroom. And I've already changed my sheets and everything, so bathtub and toilet. So I don't have to worry about that. I've done I've already cleaned. I clean every day, so it's kind of one of those things. So that's and then dinner. I think we're gonna go for a shrimp Alfredo and salad. Okay. For work, I need to prepare for work. I need to pack gift. I know what that means. I need to pack prizes and snacks. Okay. Now for personal, I need to do my nails, obviously, and face mask and legs. Alright, so I brain dump in this way. I categorize my thoughts. And then what's so beautiful about the Franklin Covey Insert Stay on 2 page is it also categorizes by priority. So you have the prioritized daily task list, where you can prioritize your tasks from A to C, to the most major priority to the least. I don't do that on Sundays. I will have a plan with me. I want to kind of do a plan with me once a week, and I'll show you a time where I do that. But the first thing I do is always my time schedule. Now I color code this, so let's pull up the colors. Work, personal, family or alley, errands, household chores, house, work, errands. Yes, that's usually what it is. And social media is red. It's pink. Okay. And a lot of time I'll put my social media in with my personal. Alright, so on Sunday I actually get to sleep in, so I make that personal or I gray it out. And I always put this as 5 because a lot of time I will wake up at 5. But even if I wake up, I plan on having personal time until about 9. This is when I do my daily devotionals and things like that as well. I pray, I do what I need to do, stretch it out, little yoga this, little yoga that. So I simply draw around the time block, 5 a.m. to 9, and write morning routine. Now in my Hobonichi, I have a list of my morning routine. I will be moving those lists to here as well, but I'm keeping them in my Hobonichi because my Hobonichi is kind of my full year planner. I'm not going to switch that out. It's all in one book. Alright, and then I can write smaller tasks or I can move them here. I really like to put my devotional here. Devotional, stretch, and shower. Alright, the reason why I do the timed section is to give me a visual about how much time I'm spending in one place and how much time I have to do my next task or to go wherever it is I go. My husband's going to run errands probably early in the morning, so I will actually do that in orange as such. Just to keep task of errands, because if I am awake, I'll go with him. Okay. Then I want to make sure to work on social media for a couple hours tomorrow. Or just an hour. I'm just going to do it just an hour. This will be during the time my husband will probably be gone as well. Then my daughter usually comes home about 12 from church. Sometimes I go to church too. And then we'll spend time together until 3. I've decided to spend, I used to just do errands and chores when my daughter got home. But I decided to get up earlier and do my errands and chores and spend time with her, or wait until she's in bed and do them. Usually I prefer them in the morning. So if I do wake up early, I will be doing my errands and chores. So this also will be green. This is when my time scheduling gets kind of tricky with my color coding. Okay, so around this time is when I start prepping for dinner. Dinner and chore prep. So I'll also do chores here as well. Okay, and I get my personal time here, so I don't get the personal time too much here. I'll prep for work, which I will put as personal instead of work. So I'll probably do that around 8. I'm usually in bed by 9, but I'll put 10. So I'll do purple and blue just to prove my point that it's for work. Okay. For work. All right. How's that going, guys? Can you kind of see what I'm doing here? Yeah? Alright, so as you see, I have my times very sloppy. Okay, and then this time here is my daughter's night routine. When I do this, it makes me realize how little time there is in a day. Now, if I ended up having to meet someone or something like that, I would put it in here as well. If I had a meeting or something, but it's Sunday, so do not. Even church would go in, but I'm not going to church. So, since I have multiple colors, I'm not going to highlight my hours in. Simply because it'll get muddy. Now I can do the ones that I can do it like this with a pen, or I can highlight it with a marker, which I actually like better than this way. But I'm being quick, so there's that. Okay. So overall, that's how the time area will look there. So let's take a look. The next thing I do are my tasks. I write out my task here. Now the shadowing or ghosting may bother some people. And sometimes it does. And that's when I tried out this technique. This was colorful and fun. And if you notice, these are colored by color code. Each different post-it matches my color coding. But I'm going to do something different here, which is my norm, which is just writing it out. Let's go ahead. Now, if I were to prioritize, I would color code my task and then prioritize in black. Okay, but let's go ahead and write down my tasks for tomorrow. Social media is one of my main focuses besides praying, obviously, tomorrow, because I need to have some catch up for you guys to do. For me to do. So, I need to film and post tomorrow for sure. That's a must. Now, I'm not going to go into details here. My details go in my notes page. This is why I adore Franklin Covey inserts, everyone. And for those that have trouble organizing their thoughts, this is a great way to do it. So, next thing, we're going to do my housework. I'm going to write down the chores I want to accomplish tomorrow, which, as you know, I've made a list of things. So, I can actually, mark things out as unfinished. But this is part of the details, so that I have to wait until I write it all out before I mark them off. So, chores include okay, and then bathroom, there you go. And if you notice, I have the category further over and then the tasks within the category indented. So I actually could do this number and then put 1, 2. Now these are not prioritized. This is just how many sections I have, how many categories I have. So I have 2 separate categories for my chores tomorrow. I've done everything else, so I don't have to worry about it. So I only have 2 categories. Now, if I end up having more categories than that, with more detail, I'll put it in my notes page. Okay, now, that's that. Now, and also dinner prep, but that's going to go here. I sometimes use this for dinner, but hold on, let me get finished with this. Okay, so Allie, actually, we have to read AR book. That's a must. Meds, her cough medicine. Okay. Okay, so that's it. And we'll also lay her clothes out. Okay. And then of course I have my thing. I should have indented those. Category 1 for her. My thing. Personal care. Personal care. Hair. Face. Toes. Category 1. Okay, so that's all I have for tasks. Now, if I feel this task area is too small, if I have a super busy day that just requires so much more detail, I will either add a post-it, an extra post-it. I love these. They're like the size of the binder pretty much, but I have recently decided to use them, And let me just show you kind of how they look. And what's great is they're also in my color code. But I can do this number and it kind of do this. You see, like I could do my most important or just scratch my information here, and then it doesn't cover it completely. I can kind of flip back and forth. So there's that option with those. I really like that. So you can get these Post-its pretty much anywhere. And you can also put them where the tab sticks out so you can get to it easily. So for example, if you have a some important information you need to delegate later or put somewhere else in your planner, important information you need to check or come back and look at and accomplish, you can use those and stick the tab out and get to it. So that's great. All right, so next I'm going to go to my daily tracker. Now, you can track many things in here. Your water, when I first started these, I was tracking my water. Then automatically I tried to track my mood and migraine, which I've decided to do something else, and I need to actually build that. And then I decided to do it for my lunch and dinner. It ended up looking like this: water, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I decided just to do, I did that for a little while. And then I stuck with that, stuck with meals. And then recently I've had a lot of things I actually needed to track, like money-wise, like this, and some tracking information and mail. I'll use that. I'll use this for mail or use it for dinner. So I'm going to use it for dinner because it's Sunday. So you could cover up with the header there, but I'm just writing it over because I'm not really. So we're going to have shrimp fettuccine, and usually I cook two, I'm just abbreviating, 2 different types of meals. So I have lunches for the week at meal prep. It's a form of meal prep. On Sundays we kind of cook a lot. So we'll probably cook shrimp fettuccine and salad because I need to eat a lot of salad. I just feel it in my bones. And then I also have some chicken, I think, or something like that. So I'll go back and check on that later. All right. So let's pull you back out. Da, da, da. So that's kind of how this looks here. Now, my notes page is, like I said, where I do all my details. So I'm going to take this, and I've already done this and this and this, and there's my work stuff. Okay, I would have added my work task here, but I ran out of room, so I can either use this, which is a good thing for me to use, but I'm going to actually put it over here. It's Sunday, I don't have a lot going on. A lot of time I do my daily devotional and things as well here. Okay, let's go. Okay, so evening work tasks. I need to pack gift, prizes, and y'all may think it's weird that I'm writing all this down, but if you're planner people, you understand. If you don't write it down, if you're like me, if I don't write it down, I'm not gonna remember to do it. And honestly, there's times where I do write things down and don't do it. I'm not perfect. Gift, prizes, snacks, and then I need to pick out my clothes, pack books, and there's times where I'll even kind of make it a little more decorative, and others that I don't. Okay, so there's that, and it's in blue. Now, I think that's all I'm gonna do Oh yeah, I need to plan my videos over here. So YouTube, film, bag collection. And then once I do that, I can plan out my entire video in back here, which is part of my planning process. And I'll just show you a bit of, because I do not want to go over, way over. Wait a second. Okay, sorry guys, I thought I was like not filming. My bad. Anyway, so bag collection, or a what's in my bag. I've been wanting to do a what's in my bag with my Fossil Sydney satchel. Okay. So usually I have little symbols, even over here in my notes section, I have symbols. Let me find a good day. Okay. See, I use symbols. It's just how I know to do things. So for my YouTube, I use a painter's palette because it's creative. For my work, I'll use a suitcase. For my spiritual, I'll use a cross. For my beauty, I'll use a heart. Okay, and then I'm also going to need to do my Facebook Live. There you go. And there you have it. So far, this is how I plan out my day. Like I said, I right now no longer use weeklies. And when I'm finished, I can just check it and throw it away. And it's satisfying to throw it away. Boop. Now, after I do this and I have some creative tasks, stands for creative tasks, to do, I'll go to my creative section, which is this, and I can use either this paper, or if I want to draw out in more detail, like actually draw my background, how I want to set things up, I'll use my dot grid. But just to write down what I want to say, I use either this or I use my large bullet journal. A lot of time I use my large bullet journal because it gives me more space. But I am trying to get back into one binder, so this is a great answer. So I'm not going to do that here, but that is part of my planning process. And then when I'm finished, I put everything back where it belongs. So there you have it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this very short plan with me. I hope it didn't bore you too much, but I enjoyed doing it. So until next time, I'll see ya. Bye.